Human trafficking. Human trafficking refers to the recruitment, transportation, receipt, and harboring of individuals in exchange for money. It involves exploiting vulnerable people, particularly women and children, who are subjected to forced labor, slavery, servitude, and prostitution. Those involved in this illicit business are known as human traffickers. Human trafficking is a grave violation of human rights, as the traffickers exploit their wealth and power to deceive and coerce individuals who are less privileged, ignorant, and vulnerable, thereby infringing upon their fundamental human rights. Human trafficking can occur domestically within a country or at an international level. International trafficking often focuses on illegally transporting young women abroad for the purpose of forcing them into prostitution. Domestic trafficking, on the other hand, aims to bring young boys and girls into cities as forced laborers, such as house helpers. It's important to recognize that human trafficking is both a domestic and international crime. The causes of human trafficking can be attributed to several factors. 1. Poverty. Individuals living in poverty, lacking basic necessities, are vulnerable to human trafficking and child labor. Parents may feel compelled to give up their children to work as house helps in cities, or they may even sell their children into slavery. Some individuals may engage in prostitution in urban areas or travel abroad to earn money, further perpetuating the cycle. 2. Greed. Those who are not content with their current circumstances and desire fast wealth may become involved in human trafficking as a means to accumulate riches quickly. 3. Low self-esteem. People with low self-esteem or a diminished sense of worth and self-confidence can fall prey to human traffickers who manipulate them by offering help but ultimately exploit them. 4. Corruption. Human traffickers bribe government officials with money and gifts to avoid detection or obstruction by law enforcement agencies. 5. Ignorance. Vulnerable individuals in society can be easily deceived by human traffickers who promise them a better life in cities or abroad. Desiring improved living conditions, these individuals innocently follow the traffickers only to discover that they have been deceived and exploited. Traffickers may even force victims to take oaths of secrecy or prevent them from escaping. 6. War. During times of prolonged conflict, children can be coerced into joining armed forces and trained to handle weapons. Although not driven by monetary motives, this form of exploitation also falls under the category of human trafficking. For instance, during World War II, Africans were trafficked to Europe to participate in the war. The effects and consequences of human trafficking are severe and far-reaching. 1. Physical or psychological abuse. Trafficked individuals endure various forms of physical abuse, including rape, beatings, and torture. Children forced into labor may experience frequent beatings, while female victims are often subjected to sexual assault. Additionally, they may suffer from starvation and lack access to basic necessities, leading to stunted psychological growth. 2. Abuse of fundamental human rights. Human trafficking results in the violation of fundamental human rights, as victims are denied their right to free thought, conscience, and decision-making. 3. Delayed education and human capacity development. Children subjected to trafficking and forced labor are often deprived of their right to education, hindering their personal growth and potential for future success. 4. Vulnerability to sexually transmitted diseases. Girls involved in prostitution are at a high risk of contracting sexually transmitted diseases, such as syphilis, gonorrhea, and HIV/AIDS. These diseases can have severe health consequences, shorten their lives, reduce their productivity, and increase medical expenses. 5. Unwanted pregnancies. Victims of human trafficking frequently engage in unprotected sex, leading to unwanted pregnancies. Some girls may abandon their children or leave them with their parents without providing adequate care. 6. Stigmatization. Trafficked individuals, particularly those deported back to their home countries, often face social stigma and discrimination from society. 7. Death. Some children forced into labor as house helps are subjected to violent beatings that can result in fatal injuries. Others may suffer from poor health conditions due to neglect and lack of proper care, ultimately leading to premature death. To address these grave issues, the principle of the rule of law plays a crucial role. It refers to the principle that all individuals and entities are subject to and accountable to the law, which is fairly applied and enforced. The rule of law ensures equality, fairness, and justice within society, protecting the rights of individuals and deterring criminal activities like human trafficking. The principle of the rule of law was propounded by the English jurist Albert Venn Dicey in the late 19th century. Dicey emphasized the three essential aspects of the rule of law: the supremacy of the law, equality before the law, and the protection of fundamental rights and liberties. His work significantly influenced the development of legal systems around the world,